Before diving into the Team Affinity 2 rankings, I want you all to know that Season 3 begins July 7th, and although it may seem like it's far away, it's closer than you think, especially if you play this game every day. Some modes throughout Diamond Dynasty, like Ranked and Conquest, will require season squads made up of in-season cards. In Season 3, that is Set 2 and Set 3 cards along with Core. So that means that for my rankings, I went ahead and emphasized on cards that we would be needing to replace inside of Season 3. With that being said, Tony Gwynn comes in at number 10. Tony Gwynn has maxed out clutch, maxed out contact, doesn't matter whether there is a runner on second or no runners at all. He also has 85 fielding, 86 arm strength, 81 reaction, and 72 speed. That means he has gold level fielding and reaction at right field. If you place him at center, at left field, he drops down in terms of reaction animations to silver reaction animations. So it is more often than not that you're going to use him in right field and right field only. When we look at his quirks, he also has amazing quirks. In first pitch hitter, dead red, breaking ball hitter, and fighter is more of a circumstantial quirk that is more beneficial inside of Showdown than it is inside of Ranked or Battle Royale. And then he also has situational hitter and bad ball hitter. So he has 5 quirks that are very usable inside of Diamond Dynasty. Some of them are circumstantial, but all of them are going to benefit you in the long run. And on top of that, Tony Gwynn also does have a good swing in the game. Number 9 is going to be Kwan. Kwan has 114 clutch, 117 contact versus right, 110 versus left. Both of the contact numbers are really good. Why is he ahead of Tony Gwynn? Because he has diamond fielding and diamond reaction with 88 speed at left field. Left field is going to be one of those positions that a lot of people are going to be saying to themselves, hey, who do we place now in the outfield now that we can't use Julio Rodriguez, can't use Ken Griffey Jr., unless, of course, we wildcard those cards, can't even use that Jazz Chisholm anymore, so who do we place out there in left field? This would be a great substitution considering he has great contact, great clutch, and then defensively, he's going to play above them despite having less speed than most of them. Looking at his quirks, he has unfazed, which enlarges the PCI with 2 strikes. He's a bad ball hitter, so if you are someone that chases pitches outside of the strike zone, he's still going to be able to make good contact with them, and then he performs better whenever there are no runners on base. So this is a great hitter to have as a leadoff hitter for you. And we also are going to be needing lefties. Despite, yes, them adding some more left-handed pitchers inside of the game, the MOB has always been right-handed dominant, so most likely we're going to be seeing a ton of better right-handed pitchers coming out, especially in Set 3. At number 7, I have Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray does not have over 100 contact versus right, but he does have maxed out contact versus left. He has 109 clutch, so that is going to help you out whenever there are runners in scoring position and there is a right-handed pitcher. At first base, he has gold fielding, and if you parallel him up to parallel 2, it's going to be gold reaction animations as well. But if you don't, it's going to be silver reaction animations. This is going to be a great replacement for Jock Peterson or whoever you have at first base if you are not wildcarding that person at first base. The only first baseman that I could see you wildcarding is Babe Ruth if that was one of the players you selected out of the Set 1 collection bosses. Looking at Eddie Murray's quirks, he has first pitch hitter, so whenever you swing at the first pitch or even before you swing at the first pitch, you will notice that he has a much larger PCI. Dead red increases your contact and power whenever you make good contact with a fastball. He's also great at hitting breaking balls, so he can do it all. Fighter, we've already discussed. If you need him to pinch hit, he's going to be even better in a pinch hit scenario. And then last but not least, he also has situational hitter. So in total, he has 4 good usable quirks. Number 7 is going to be Kyle Seager. I actually almost called him Corey's brother because of the incognito name. He does not have great contact versus left. That is a given, but 112 clutch is going to help him out tremendously. You want to know what else will help him out tremendously? Kyle Seager has one of the best swings inside of Diamond Dynasty. Regardless of whether it's a right-handed pitcher or left-handed pitcher, he can crank the ball despite not having the best contact in the world. At third base, he also has diamond fielding animations with gold reaction animations. If you place him at his secondary positions, he will drop down to gold fielding animations and silver reaction animations until you get him to parallel 1 or parallel 2, and then he'll jump back up to gold reaction animations and diamond reaction animations as well. He is not the fastest third baseman and most likely not going to be playing third base on your team if you have yourself Chipper Jones and you use Chipper Jones as your wild card slot. But as someone that can play second base or shortstop, I definitely see him filling up one of those two holes if it is 100% needed inside your squad. When looking at Kyle Seager's quirks, he has himself first pitch hitter, dead red, rally monkey, and situational hitter. Dead red is going to be a common theme that you want in a lot of your cards because the higher the difficulty you go, the more often you see fastballs, sinkers, and cutters, which are all fastballs, and because those are the pitches that have outlier and can blow past you, if you have a hitter with dead red and you are able to time it up or not time it up to the best of your capability or even PCI it up, there is still a good chance that you are going to be crushing that ball. Staying in the West, at number 6, we got ourselves Lance McCullers. Why do we have ourselves Lance McCullers at number 6? Well, Lance McCullers has 110 hit per 9, 125 pitching clutch. He has no quirks. That's really the only downside to Lance McCullers, because if he had himself outlier break at least, or homebody, day player, whatever it was, it would help him out just a tad more. But he still has a 5-pitch arsenal, and he has all the pitches that you want except for the fastball. He has the sinker, he has the slider, he has the knuckle curve, he has the circle change, and he also has the cutter. We're aiming for 30,000 subscribers before the start of June. Can we get there? It's up to you. Hit that subscribe button, like button, notification bell, and check out the description. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize for having my camera here instead of in the middle right where I usually have it, especially for the hitters. I realized it a little too late and I have to stream soon, so I'm not going to be able to fix that. But Jacob deGrom is going to be our number 5. Jacob deGrom has 98 hit per 9, 96 without me having it parallel boosted, and 121 pitching clutch. Both of those are great. He also has 99 velocity. Jacob deGrom, unlike Lance McCullers Jr., only has a 4-pitch arsenal because I never count the 2-seam fastball as an extra pitch. To me, it's basically the same thing as a 4-seam fastball since it's not really effective inside of MLB The Show and people don't use it like that. But the great thing about Jacob deGrom is he has the quirk stopper and he also has the quirk outlier. So outlier on the fastball is going to allow you to at least distinguish that 2-seam from the 4-seam a little bit better and allow hitters to be fooled a little bit more. He has that slider coming in at 92, then he also has that circle change and curveball. Jacob deGrom would be your number 4 or 5 along with Lance McCullers when set 3 starts. At number 4, we have ourselves Ernie Banks, and that might surprise a lot of you, but it shouldn't honestly, because most of the shortstops that we use inside of our ranked squads belong to set 1, and unless you're wild carding Francisco Lindor or Trey Turner, or even using yourself Jazz Chisholm at shortstop, you're most likely not going to have a shortstop entering set 3. So who is a good replacement for that? It's gonna be Mr. Cub Ernie Banks. Why? Because he still has 99 clutch. Once paralleled up, it's gonna be over 100, and once paralleled up, his contact is going to be at 100 as well. So his PCI truly never changes. But that's not the important thing about him. The important thing is he's gonna be able to have diamond fielding and diamond reaction animations at shortstop, which is going to be very beneficial to you defensively, because shortstops is one of those positions that a diamond tier level from a gold tier level makes an enormous difference. Looking at his quirks, he also has 5 really good quirks for you to use. First pitch hitter, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball hitter, and he also has situational hitter. So this overall might not be the most appealing in terms of attributes, but trust me, he will play above his attributes, and defensively, we're gonna need him when set 3 begins. I was honestly debating whether to put him as number 1 or number 2, but I had to settle down for number 3. Tim Raines plays way above his attributes. I guarantee you that. He is a left field primary, can play the entire outfield, and he'll play the entire outfield at gold fielding and goal reaction levels. And the reason why you don't care about him suffering the penalty in the outfield or at second base is because he has 99 speed. So any simple mistake, he's going to be able to get to the ball regardless because of the speed. But looking at this card, he is a switch hitter. He has over 105 clutch, and he has over 100 contact against both sides. Versus lefties, it's maxed out. I don't know what it is about this card, but I don't believe those power attributes that you see right there, because he hits home runs and extra base hits non-stop. In terms of quirks, he has dead red, situational hitter, bad ball hitter, and he also has table setter. So this might be another player that you want leading off your lineup. You could have him at second base, Kwan at left field, and have that little 1-2 combo. When you can't use Carlos Santana or JT anymore, who are you going to use behind the dish? It's most likely going to be Mike Napoli. Why Mike Napoli? He has 125 clutch. His contact numbers are out of this world. His power numbers are out of this world. The only real knock that you can bring to Mike Napoli is he doesn't have any arm strength whatsoever. And that is going to affect you as a catcher, especially when it comes to people that know how to steal. Because if they ever have a fast runner, unless you have good intuition and you know on the pitches that they're stealing, you aren't going to be throwing out that runner consistently. You still might be able to, but it just won't be as consistent. But I'm willing, and you should be willing too, to take that sacrifice, because in order for a runner to get on first and be fast, it is too high of a chance, or it's too low of a chance. That's what I'm trying to say, for it to work out in your opponent's favor 100% of the times, or even a majority of the times. We're not going to get into the mathematics here. But Mike Napoli has 5 really good quirks. First pitch hitter, dead red, breaking ball hitter, situational hitter, and he is also a table setter. Table setter doesn't really make any sense considering he has 125 clutch, so you don't have to lead off with Mike Napoli or have him as the second hitter. He's perfectly fine being number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. The number 1 Team Affinity 2 card is going to be Roberto Clemente. And if you're not taking Hammerin' Hank, you basically got your budget version of Hammerin' Hank right here. And it might be a little better defensively than Hammerin' Hank, or a lot better defensively. So, starting things off, 103 contact versus right, 120 contact versus left. 125 clutch with runners in scoring position, that's max contact. He also has good enough power to hit the ball out on both sides. The only thing you need to do is get accustomed to his swing. But once you got that down, you will be a-okay. Diamond fielding and diamond reaction. Doesn't matter where you play him inside the outfield. He has 99 arm strength and 98 arm accuracy. He has 62 speed. So that's the only real knock on him, is he's not that fast. But with 62 speed and all the hitting attributes and defensive attributes that you're getting, you're willing to take that. Look at his quirks as well. First pitch hitter, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball. We're not done yet. Rally monkey, situational hitter, table setter. Out of all the Team Affinity 2 cards, he is the one with the most usable quirks. Amazing hitting attributes, amazing defensive attributes. The only real knock is his speed and his swing. If you don't like it, I'm telling you all, he is going to be seeing a lot more playing time than most people think, especially if they don't come out with great outfielders in set 3. Tomorrow we will have our second set of roster update predictions, so make sure you stay tuned for that, for the roster update that's happening June 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you guys did end up enjoying today's content, hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell. Go inside the description and check out all those links. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.